Hello queer spirits and fabulous spirits, and welcome back to our Fan Friday video. We're going to go ahead and now move on to the next question, which was from Daren Hayes, who is the author of Beyond the Shady Meadows. And they asked, who was the first character you came up with in Starfish Lovers? It was actually both Pinky and Inky together. Originally, when I was designing them, they weren't supposed to be anything more than Space Cat stickers for my Etsy. At the time, I was just trying to figure out different fun themes for sticker ideas, and while brainstorming with my friend at the time, we went a little overboard with the idea, and that eventually became the start for Starfish Lovers. It went from stickers to a short children's book to a short comic to not so short comic. Thank you so much, Daren, for asking that question. And we're going to go ahead now and move on to the next one, which is from I Hate Fridays, who is the author of the comic Not So Typical Magical Girls. So funny enough, the first question kind of leads into this one, and I Hate Fridays asked, how did you come up with all of your lore? So various parts of the lore honestly begin with asking questions regarding the function of one thing or another. So for instance, when I first started working on Starfish Lovers, my biggest question at the time was, what would the world be like without a sun? I wanted it to be realistic. I wanted a very logical explanation for it so I could better build the world around it along with societies and cultures. Because a culture without the regular presence of a sun would function very differently to how we do with our sun. World building for me is finding answers to the why. Why does the particular animal have an adaptation for horns, or for camouflage, or for spitting acid? What drove that species evolutionarily to arrive at that outcome? Or even better yet, why does this particular culture find a certain herb to be sacred? Why do they worship spirits over gods, or vice versa? What is the purpose behind a specific festival? Does the season that festival is held in influence the meaning behind it? Kind of think of it like a 4-year-old asking why to every single question you can throw at them, and instead of getting frustrated with them, you take the time to answer every single one. You seek out the origin of a phrase or a word or a tradition to better understand the purpose behind it. And when you understand something's origin, you can better write the culture and people around it with greater depth and color. So overall, I get my information from the real world. I research and study. I say research very loosely, by the way. I'm not in any way a trained researcher. But I study and ask questions, and generally the questions I ask lead me to an outcome or a fact that I never knew about before. And then I find a way to weave it into the story. Outside of this, there are some things I've recycled from other stories, especially ones from my D&D campaigns in the past, such as characters, backstory information, names of places or themes or countries of royalty, things of that nature. However, they're usually building blocks for something else, and are either not often used or reworked to fit into the current story.